Chapter 5. The Heretic Priest. The snow had melted into mud by the time the whispers began. Not the harmless kind that fluttered through taverns and kitchens, but whispers that crawled low and persistent through the cracks of every prayer. The villagers claimed to see strange lights near the graveyard, to hear a woman humming where no wind moved. A midwife's child fell ill and muttered Melissa's name in her fever. Father Benedict ordered the church doors barred at dusk. He sprinkled salt on the threshold, muttering Latin so quickly that it bled into panic. But salt cannot stop what moves through shadow. And Jonah no longer fled the shadows. He sought them. He lived now in the old rectory beside the chapel, its windows nailed shut, its candles burned down to stubs. Every sermon, every prayer, every holy word felt like an insult against what he had seen. The black flame still burned in the candle from the river, steady, eternal, refusing to die. He kept it hidden behind the crucifix on his desk, where its light warped the wooden Christ's face, twisting mercy into mockery. Each night he wrote, not scripture but confessions in her name. His ink froze on the page, his hands shaking as he scrawled. The fire did not take her, freed her. She is in the smoke, in the water, in the breath between heartbeats. He would wake to find words written in the margins, words not his own. Cursive darker than ink, sharp and curling like talons. Jonah, do you remember the river? He tried to answer aloud, but his voice failed him. Only the candle seemed to listen, its black flame flickering in response. One night, the silence in the rectory broke. A soft creak of floorboards, a whisper that wasn't his. He turned, breath caught. The candlelight stretched long shadows across the wall, and one of them moved against its will. Then she stepped forward. Melissa. Her form wavered between solid and spectral, her dress shifting like smoke, her eyes the color of dying coals. She looked younger, almost innocent, but there was an emptiness in her expression that hollowed the room. Jonah, she said, her voice both near and distant. You've called to me for so long. He rose slowly. I never stopped. She smiled faintly. No one ever truly does. He took a step closer. Are you? She tilted her head. Does it matter? He reached out a trembling hand. I burned with you. You watched, she corrected softly. But now you will feel. At her words, the candle flared. The crucifix above it split down the center, falling with a soft clatter. Jonah flinched, but she didn't move. You don't belong to them anymore, she said. You belong to the dark that made me. I don't want to belong, he whispered. I want you. Then you already do. Her touch brushed his cheek, cool as fog, and when her hand fell away, a black mark remained, a faint sigil, smoldering beneath the skin like an ember. The next morning, the church was silent. Father Benedict's bed was found empty, his robes scattered across the floor, the air heavy with the smell of burned wax and iron. The villagers said he fled into the woods to cleanse the evil himself. Others swore they saw him walking by the river, muttering prayers that turned into screams. Jonah didn't leave the rectory. He simply watched the candle burn. By nightfall, the bishop arrived with soldiers, grim men in gray cloaks. Their boots thundered on the chapel floor as they demanded Jonah open his door. When he did, their faces blanched at what they saw. Every wall was carved with words. Not Latin, not English symbols that shimmered faintly as if alive. The black candle burned in the center of the room, its flame bending toward him. Where is the priest? The bishop demanded. Jonah's eyes met his. They were no longer entirely human. In the river, he said. One of the soldiers crossed himself. You've gone mad. Jonah smiled faintly. No, I've gone free. That night, Melissa came again. This time, she did not stand apart. She came to him like a shadow drawn home, her voice soft as morning. They'll come for you, she whispered. The same fire waits for us both. Then let them, Jonah said. They can't kill what's already burning. She leaned closer, her breath cold against his ear. Do you still love me, Jonah? He hesitated. I love what you've become. She smiled, a ghost of tenderness crossing her face. Then we are one. The black candle went out. In its place, a second flame flickered to life pale, silver, like the moon reflected in a blade. And for the first time, Melissa's eyes no longer looked hollow. They looked alive. By morning, the villagers saw smoke curling from the chapel roof again. But this time no one dared approach. Those who did swore they saw two figures inside the fire, one of shadow, one of light, embracing as the flames danced around them. No screams, no fear, only the sound of the river whispering beneath the snow. Love me, and the heavens will fall.